Hi, my name's Phil Craig and I am the leader of the Referendum Party. And I'm here today to tell you that if you live in the Western Cape and you support Cape independence, that under no circumstances must you vote for the DA. Why? Because the DA know that you support a referendum on Cape independence. Like us, they've polled the issue and we found that 79% of Western Cape DA voters support a referendum being held on Cape independence. The DA aren't going to give you that referendum. We've asked them and they've specifically said, no, they're not going to give you that referendum. Why? Because they also told us that 70% of their voters live outside of the Western Cape. And they're concerned that if they give you what you want, and in fact what they promised you before the 2021 elections, that they're going to lose support outside of the Western Cape. And obviously this seems pretty unfair, but that's what they are doing, and they're gambling, and that you will be so scared of having an ANC government coming back into the Western Cape, having looked at the rest of South Africa and seen how terrible that is, that you'll forget your wish for Cape independence and you'll return the DA to power so that at least you can take care of your present. Now, this seems pretty unfair. It is pretty unfair, and it's exactly the reason that we formed the Referendum Party, to get you out of that bind so that you could vote for your present and you can have this DA government and keep the ANC out of power, but you can also have a referendum on Cape independence so you can secure your future and have this first world future that's possible through Cape independence. So how are we going to do that? Well, we've made it an election promise when we formed the Referendum Party that we will vote with the DA to help them form a Western Cape government and against the ANC. And some people say, well, look, actually, I'm a bit fed up with the DA and I'm not sure I like you saying you're going to vote with the DA. Well, just understand that every political party in the Western Cape, if the DA does fall below 50% and is forced into a coalition government, will have to decide who do they put into power. Realistically, the Referendum Party is not going to run the Western Cape. We're a small party. And we're going to have to decide, are we going to vote with the DA to put them in government or with the ANC to put them in government? And any sane person will choose the DA, who, however imperfect they may be, have done a pretty good job running the Western Cape, over the ANC, who would be disaster. So that's why we're promising to vote with the DA to put them into government. But once we put them into government, we are then going to force them to call a referendum on Cape independence so that they can ask you, the people of the Western Cape, what do you want? And then, having voted for your present, you can also now vote for your future. And you can have this exciting future that Cape independence will bring, a first world country where actually we can move ahead of just surviving and start creating the future of our dreams, a really successful future where we live in the first world, where things just work, where we're safe, and we all have this prosperous future regardless of our race, religion and culture. So there's the answer. Please vote for the Referendum Party. Don't vote for the DA, otherwise you will not get Cape independence. If you want to find out more, visit us www.referendumparty.org or any of our social media platforms @Vote Referendum. Thank you.